Hello, hello again. Let's take a look at some reading stuff. We're on page 130, 130. And let's take a look at the previewing and predicting exercise, letter A here. It says, we have to read the title and the first sentence of each paragraph, which I have already done. Hopefully you've done it too. And see which topics are we going to read about. We've got 6 of them here. Research methods in the study of child language learning. Sounds legitimate. Sounds like we should be hearing about that logically. A baby's first sentences. Babies are even born, paragraph 3. Paragraph 4 talks about a few months old or younger. Babies, paragraph 5. Infants, paragraph 6. Babies, paragraph 7. Bilingual babies, paragraph 8. So babies. So yeah, I think B is logical. We're going to hear about babies. First sentences. How about C, bilingual education? Bilingual education. I'm looking. I get to paragraph 8 and I hear bilingual babies. Bilingual babies, it says, are a special case in that they can distinguish among the sounds of 2 different languages at the same time. 2 different languages at the same time. Okay. So do I hear about bilingual education? No, I do not. I hear about bilingual babies, not about education. How about early bilingual language learning? You know what? I want to say yes. The answer book says no. I want to say yes, because I'm looking at paragraph 8 going, babies are learning 2 different languages. Early bilingual language learning, I think it's a topic, so I'm going to say yes. Here's the thing about reading. Reading is not like math. Even math, you can argue. Math has arguments as well. Reading, usually you can argue about it because you can interpret the words in a way that maybe I don't agree with. Math usually there's one answer. Like 2 plus 2 is 4, and it's pretty much 4 all around the world. Reading, we can argue about it. So I'm going to say yes to letter D. The answer book that I have says no, but I don't agree with them a little bit. I'm going to argue with them. How about E, language learning before birth? I think we could probably hear about this. Yes, paragraph 3 talks about that, so I'm going to say yes. And then letter F, how infants begin to understand the sounds of language. Obviously, it's logical, yes. If you want more proof of that, I'm going to go with paragraph 6 and also paragraph before their first birthday, 7. So yeah, I'm going to say everything is yes except for number C. We don't have bilingual education. We could argue that we do or do not have bilingual language learning, but I think we do. Okay, so those are some topics. Okay, questions, complaints, comments? Let me hear your emails about that. Okay, moving on to the homework. I asked you to read the whole thing. It was hard, I bet. I want to know how it was for you. I really need to know your feedback on this reading. How was it? So I would love it if you would give me some response. Video response would be great. Email response would be great. That would be fantastic. I want to know your reaction to the level, the vocabulary, the ideas. Was it difficult? Was there some words you just didn't get? Are you questioning something? Obviously, I'm not there in the room with you. It's really hard. If we were there in real life, I would just stop and ask questions. So this is my time to do that. Please let me hear your thoughts on this because this is how we learn. I can just talk and it won't really help unless I answer specific questions. So please hit me with your questions and I will respond in email or video form to them. Okay, looking at the specific questions in paragraph 1, the bottom of the paragraph we had the line it says it recurs regardless of the disparities. I asked you what was it. So what was it? We're looking for a noun or a noun phrase. So we're going back and looking back for a singular noun phrase that occurs regardless of disparities in individual children's intellectual abilities. So we're going back, we're looking for a noun that is a single noun, cannot be poor families, doesn't make sense, cannot be prosperous families, something that occurs. Okay, I know what the answer is, but I want to know if you agree with me. I'm looking. The answer that I have for this is language acquisition. Language acquisition. If you take the idea of language acquisition and you put it in the place of the word it, you would have a sentence that says, language acquisition occurs regardless of the disparities in individual children's intellectual abilities. Does that make sense? Yes. The meaning is the same? Yes. So that means that is your answer. Okay, that's how we do pronouns. Take the pronoun away, put your answer in, and that should be the answer. Okay, and we're considering that they use the word it, which means we're looking for a singular noun. Language acquisition is singular, so that works very well. Okay, this video is getting very long, so I'm going to stop it, and I'll come back with another one in about 1 second.